Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of United States ultra-rare coins. We'll explore the 6 most valuable and expensive coins, uncovering their historical significance, unique features, and what makes them highly sought after by collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting to build your collection, this video will give you an inside look at the gems of U.S. coinage and why they command such high value in the market. Let's get started on this incredible journey through the world of rare and priceless coins. The most valuable and sought-after John Tyler issue from the mid-1940s is not a circulating coin, but the presidential $1 coin program release honoring John Tyler, struck in 2009. Although there was no John Tyler coin minted in 1941 or 1945, confusion sometimes arises because collectors researching mid-20th century American coinage encounter commemorative medals and presidential memorabilia from that era. The official John Tyler dollar coin, however, was issued decades later by the United States Mint, and among these pieces, the highest-graded uncirculated examples and flawless proof strikes represent the most expensive and valuable versions. In top-certified grades, particularly perfect MS-70 or PR-70 examples, these coins command strong premiums in the numismatic marketplace, appealing to collectors who pursue registry sets and pristine modern issues. Historically, the John Tyler presidential $1 coin was released in 2009 as part of a broader initiative authorized by Congress to honor deceased U.S. presidents in chronological order. Tyler, who served as the 10th president from 1841 to 1845, following the death of William Henry Harrison, holds a unique place in American history as the first vice president to assume the presidency due to a predecessor's death. His presidency was marked by debates over states' rights, westward expansion, and the annexation of Texas. The coin's issuance tied modern minting practices to the nation's presidential heritage, creating a tangible link between contemporary collectors and the early 19th century. Produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints for circulation, and at San Francisco for proof versions, the coin forms part of a widely collected modern series that enjoys steady demand. In terms of design, the obverse features a detailed portrait of John Tyler facing right, accompanied by inscriptions of his name, the order of his presidency, and his term dates. The reverse displays the Statue of Liberty design common to all presidential dollars in the series, symbolizing national unity and continuity. The coin is composed of a manganese brass-clad alloy, giving it a distinctive golden hue, with a diameter of 26.5 millimeters and a weight of 8.1 grams. Edge lettering includes the year of minting, mint mark, and the mottos E pluribus unum, and In God We Trust, a feature that distinguishes the series from many earlier coins. In high-grade uncirculated condition, the coin exhibits brilliant luster and sharply defined details in Tyler's hair and facial features, while proof versions display mirrored fields and frosted devices, enhancing visual contrast and collector appeal. Rarity plays a nuanced role in the value of this issue. While overall mintage figures for circulation strikes were in the tens of millions, the number of coins surviving in perfect condition is significantly smaller. Modern collectors often focus on top population pieces, graded MS-69 or MS-70, by major third-party grading services, and the competition for registry set rankings has driven premiums for flawless examples. Proof coins, struck in smaller quantities at San Francisco, are more limited and can command higher prices in perfect PR-70 deep cameo condition. Additionally, certain edge lettering varieties or minor minting anomalies may add incremental value, though dramatic errors are uncommon for this issue. As with most modern coins, condition and certification are the primary determinants of rarity in the marketplace. Market value varies substantially depending on grade and format. Circulated examples generally trade close to face value, reflecting their relatively high mintage. Uncirculated coins in MS-65 to MS-67 condition typically range from $3 to $15, depending on eye appeal and certification. However, superb gem examples graded MS-69 can bring $40 to $100, and the finest known MS-70 specimens have realized prices in the $150 to $300 range at auction, particularly when demand for complete presidential dollar sets is strong. Proof versions in PR-69 often sell for $10 to $25, while perfect PR-70 examples may command $75 to $200, especially if certified by respected grading services. These values align with broader trends in modern U.S. numismatics, where condition rarity rather than absolute scarcity drives pricing. For collectors seeking high-quality examples, careful examination of luster, strike sharpness, and surface preservation is essential. Coins with minimal contact marks and full, even coloration tend to receive higher grades. Certification by reputable grading companies provides assurance of authenticity and condition, which is particularly important when paying premiums for top-graded pieces. Storage in archival quality holders and maintaining stable environmental conditions help preserve the coin's finish and prevent spotting or discoloration. Acquiring examples from established dealers, reputable auction houses, or trusted numismatic communities reduces the risk of overpaying or obtaining substandard material. Patience is also key, as populations of high-grade coins can fluctuate with new submissions to grading services. In conclusion, while no John Tyler coin was minted in 1941 or 1945, the 2009 presidential dollar honoring him stands as the most significant and valuable official U.S. coin bearing his likeness. Its historical resonance, attractive modern design, and the competitive pursuit of flawless specimens combine to sustain collector interest and market demand. Though generally affordable in lower grades, the coin demonstrates how condition rarity can elevate even a modern issue into a prized collectible. For both new enthusiasts and seasoned numismatists, the John Tyler presidential dollar offers a compelling blend of historical tribute, aesthetic appeal, and measured investment potential within the landscape of contemporary American coinage. Next up to, and the most expensive and valuable United States coin associated with James Monroe's presidency between 1817 and 1825, is the 1819 capped bust half-dollar, a remarkable early federal issue struck during the administration of James Monroe. Although there was no specific James Monroe circulating coin minted during his presidency bearing his portrait, coins produced in these years are deeply connected to the era known as the Era of Good Feelings. Among them, the 1819 capped bust half-dollar stands out for its rarity in high grades and its exceptional auction records. In top mint state condition, particularly in MS-65 or higher, this coin has realized prices exceeding $150,000 at major auctions, making it one of the most coveted silver issues of Monroe's presidency. Its importance in numismatics lies not only in its age, but also in its representation of early American coinage artistry and the growing economic stability of the young republic. Today, strong demand from advanced collectors continues to sustain its impressive market presence. The historical context of the 1819 capped bust half-dollar places it firmly within the post-war of 1812 recovery period, when the United States was striving for financial consistency and national identity. Minted primarily at the Philadelphia Mint, the nation's first and only minting facility at the time, the coin was part of the broader capped bust series designed by engraver John Reich. During Monroe's presidency, westward expansion, the Monroe Doctrine, and increasing international trade influenced the demand for reliable silver coinage. The half-dollar denomination was particularly important in commerce, serving as a workhorse coin in everyday transactions. Although no mint mark appears on the 1819 issues due to Philadelphia being the sole mint, the coin reflects the federal government's effort to establish trust in a standardized national currency during a formative period of American history. Visually, the 1819 capped bust half dollar is both elegant and emblematic of early 19th century neoclassical style. The obverse features Liberty facing left, wearing a soft cap inscribed with Liberty, her hair flowing naturally beneath it. 13 stars surround her portrait, symbolizing the original states, with the date positioned below. The reverse displays a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and an olive branch, with a shield covering its breast and the inscription, United States of America, encircling the design. Composed of 89.24% silver and 10.76% copper, the coin weighs approximately 13.48 grams and measures about 32.5 millimeters in diameter. In high-grade specimens, sharp details in Liberty's curls and the eagle's feathers elevate the coin's aesthetic appeal, and the natural tunning, often seen on preserved examples, enhances its desirability among connoisseurs. Rarity is the defining factor that propels the 1819 issue into the upper echelon of value. While the total mintage exceeded 2 million pieces, the vast majority entered heavy circulation in an era when coins were essential for daily commerce. Survival rates in mint state condition are extremely low, and gem-quality examples are genuinely scarce. Certain die varieties within the 1819 series, identified by Overton numbers, add another layer of collectability. Some varieties exhibit repunched dates or distinctive die cracks that advanced collectors actively pursue. Because coins from this era were struck using relatively primitive equipment, well-centered and sharply struck specimens are particularly rare. The condition spectrum dramatically influences value. Circulated examples may sell for several $100s, but pristine, fully detailed pieces command exponentially higher premiums. In today's market, the 1819 capped bust half dollar demonstrates strong and steady appreciation, particularly in grades of MS63 and above. A lightly circulated example in extremely fine condition might trade between $1,500 and $3,000 depending on eye appeal, while about uncirculated specimens can range from $5,000 to $12,000. However, in certified mint state grades, prices escalate sharply. MS64 coins often sell for $30,000 to $60,000, and true gem examples in MS65 have achieved six-figure auction results, especially when accompanied by attractive tunning and strong strike characteristics. The combination of historical era significance, low survival in high grade, and growing interest in early American silver has contributed to consistent demand. Major auction houses frequently highlight such pieces as centerpiece lots, reinforcing their reputation as blue-chip numismatic investments. For collectors interested in acquiring an 1819 capped bust half dollar, careful attention to authenticity, grade, and surface quality is essential. Certification by respected grading services such as PCGS or NGC provides assurance of authenticity and condition, which is particularly important given the value differential between grades. Collectors should study Overton die varieties to identify scarce or desirable subtypes and seek coins with original surfaces free from harsh cleaning or damage. Storage in climate-controlled environments using inert holders helps preserve both luster and tunning. Because high-grade examples are infrequently available, participation in major auctions or engagement with reputable early American coin specialists can improve acquisition prospects. Patience and knowledge are key, as the finest pieces seldom appear on the open market. In conclusion, the 1819 capped bust half dollar from the presidency of James Monroe represents one of the most historically resonant and financially significant coins of the 1817–1825 period. Though not bearing Monroe's portrait, It is intrinsically tied to his administration and the broader narrative of America's economic development during the era of good feelings. Its artistic merit, silver composition, limited survival in high grade, and documented auction performance combined to create enduring appeal. For both seasoned numismatists and serious investors, this coin embodies the intersection of American history, craftsmanship, and long-term value. As interest in early federal coinage continues to grow, the finest surviving examples of the 1819 capped bust half-dollar are likely to remain among the most prized treasures of early United States numismatics. Next up to among all coins associated with Abraham Lincoln, none carries greater mystique or value than the 1861 dated Indian head cent struck during the first year of the American Civil War, the year Abraham Lincoln assumed the presidency. Although Lincoln did not appear on circulating U.S. coinage until 1909, collectors strongly associate the 1861 cent with his rise to leadership during one of the most turbulent moments in American history. The most valuable examples of the 1861 issue, particularly in superb mint state condition or in rare proof format, command significant premiums in today's numismatic market. For enthusiasts, this coin represents more than copper and design. It symbolizes the Union's fragile beginning under Lincoln's administration. High-grade specimens certified by leading grading services routinely attract intense bidding at auction, making the 1861 Indian head cent one of the most historically resonant and financially desirable small cents of the 19th century. The historical context of the 1861 cent is inseparable from the outbreak of the Civil War. In 1861, the United States Mint in Philadelphia stood as the primary producer of cents, as branch mints in the South were disrupted by secession. Lincoln's inauguration in March of that year marked the start of a national crisis, and coinage production reflected the uncertainty of the era. Hoarding of precious metal coins began almost immediately, increasing reliance on base metal denominations like the cent for daily commerce. The Indian head cent series, designed by James Barton Longacre, had debuted in 1859, and by 1861, it was an established fixture in American pockets. Though not a commemorative issue, the 1861 cent's connection to Lincoln's first year in office and the outbreak of war gives it exceptional historical gravity in the eyes of collectors. The coin's unique features lie in its elegant yet symbolic design. The obverse portrays Liberty wearing a Native American headdress inscribed with the word Liberty, a design that blends classical allegory with distinctly American imagery. The reverse for 1861 features a laurel wreath encircling the denomination, 1 cent, with a small shield added above the wreath beginning in mid-1860, a subtle patriotic element that took on deeper meaning as the Union faced division. Struck in a copper-nickel alloy composed of 88% copper and 12% nickel, the coin weighs 4.67 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. In high mint state grades, the coin displays sharp feather detail, crisp lettering, and a pleasing light tan to pale golden color, attributes that significantly enhance its desirability and value. Proof examples, struck with specially polished dies and planchets, exhibit reflective fields and frosted devices that highlight Longacre's artistry with remarkable clarity. Rarity plays a central role in determining the most valuable 1861 cents. While total mintage exceeded 10 million pieces, the vast majority entered heavy circulation during wartime, leaving relatively few survivors in pristine condition. True gems graded MS-66 or higher are scarce, and coins certified MS-67 are exceptionally rare, often representing the finest known examples. Additionally, approximately 1,000 proof coins were struck for collectors in 1861, and these proofs, especially in cameo or deep cameo contrast, are far rarer than their business strike counterparts. Over time, corrosion, improper storage, and environmental damage have reduced the pool of high-quality examples, making original, problem-free coins highly sought after. Condition rarity, rather than absolute mintage, is the driving force behind the most dramatic price realizations. Market value for the finest 1861 Indian head cents reflects their historical importance and condition scarcity. Circulated examples in very fine condition may trade for $20 to $40, while extremely fine pieces can bring $75 to $150 depending on eye appeal. In mint state, however, prices rise steeply. MS-63 examples often sell in the $400 to $700 range, while MS-65 coins can command $2,000 to $4,000. Superb gems graded MS-66 or MS-67 have achieved auction results exceeding $10,000, particularly when exhibiting exceptional luster and strike quality. Proof examples range from roughly $1,000 in lower proof grades to well over $15,000 for high-grade cameo specimens. These values are driven by collector demand for Civil War, era coinage, registry set competition, and the enduring fascination with Lincoln's first year in office. For collectors seeking to acquire a high-value 1861 cent, careful evaluation and authentication are essential. Certification by reputable grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company provides assurance of authenticity and condition, both critical in this price tier. Buyers should look for original surfaces free from cleaning, corrosion, or artificial tunning, as such impairments significantly reduce value. Strong feather detail on the headdress, a bold shield on the reverse, and even coloration are hallmarks of superior specimens. Coins should be stored in inert holders or climate-controlled environments to prevent deterioration of the copper-nickel alloy. Purchasing through established dealers, major auction houses, or respected numismatic forums increases the likelihood of securing genuine, investment-grade example. In conclusion, the 1861 Indian head cent stands as one of the most compelling and valuable small cents in American numismatics, deeply intertwined with the historic presidency of Abraham Lincoln and the dawn of the Civil War. Its artistic design, Civil War, era significance, and scarcity in top condition combined to create a coin of enduring appeal and strong market performance. For both seasoned collectors and those newly drawn to 19th-century coinage, the finest examples offer a blend of tangible history and long-term collectible potential. As interest in historically significant U.S. coinage continues to grow, the 1861 cent remains a powerful symbol of a nation tested and preserved under Lincoln's leadership, ensuring its lasting prominence in advanced collections and competitive registries alike. Next up in the most expensive and valuable United States coin associated with Zachary Taylor from the years 1849 and 1850 is not a coin bearing his portrait, since no circulating U.S. coin was struck with his image during his lifetime, but rather the gold coins minted during his brief presidency, particularly the 1849 and 1850 issues of the Liberty Head Gold Series. During Taylor's presidency, which began in March 1849 and ended with his death in July 1850, the United States Mint was producing some of the most historically significant gold coinage in American history, including the famous 1849 double eagle designed by James B. Longacre. Among the most valuable coins of this era is the 1849 Liberty Head double eagle, especially the unique 1849 open wreath and closed wreath patterns and the first-year Philadelphia issue, which today ranks among the most celebrated rarities in American numismatics. These coins are highly sought after because they mark the beginning of the $20 gold denomination and represent the explosive growth of American wealth during the California Gold Rush. The historical context of the 1849 and 1850 gold coinage is inseparable from the California Gold Rush, which began in 1848 and dramatically increased the nation's gold supply. When Zachary Taylor assumed office in 1849, the federal government was grappling with the influx of gold bullion arriving from the West. To accommodate this surge, Congress authorized the creation of the $20 double eagle and the $1 gold coin in 1849, fundamentally transforming U.S. coinage. The Philadelphia Mint struck the first 1849 double eagles, including a unique specimen that now resides in the National Numismatic Collection at the Smithsonian Institution, making it unavailable to collectors and elevating the mystique and desirability of all early issues. In 1850, regular production expanded, and branch mints such as New Orleans began striking double eagles, broadening the series and laying the groundwork for one of America's most iconic gold coin programs. In terms of unique features, the 1849 and 1850 Liberty Head double eagles showcase the classical artistry of Longacre. The obverse displays a left-facing portrait of Liberty wearing a coronet inscribed with Liberty, surrounded by 13 stars representing the original colonies, with the date below. The reverse features a heraldic eagle with shield, clutching arrows, and an olive branch, encircled by United States of America, and the denomination 20D. The coin is composed of 0.900 fine gold, weighs approximately 33.44 grams, and measures 34 millimeters in diameter, making it one of the largest and most impressive U.S. coins ever struck for circulation. In high-grade mint state condition, the luster of the gold, sharpness of the hair curls, and clarity of the eagle's feathers create an extraordinary visual appeal that captivates collectors and investors alike. Rarity plays a defining role in the coin's value. The unique 1849 specimen is effectively priceless, as it is permanently housed in the Smithsonian and cannot enter the marketplace. The 1850 Philadelphia issue, while produced in larger numbers, is still scarce in high grades due to heavy circulation in commerce during the gold rush era. The 1850 New Orleans issue is particularly prized because Southern mint gold often saw extensive use in melting, reducing surviving examples in mint state. Coins graded MS-63 or higher by major certification services are rare, and gems above MS-65 are exceedingly difficult to obtain. The combination of first-year status, historical importance, and limited high-grade survivors ensures strong and consistent demand. Market value for these coins reflects their stature. The unique 1849 double eagle is considered one of the most valuable coins in American history, with an estimated value in the tens of millions of dollars due to its singular status. Collectible 1850 Philadelphia or New Orleans double eagles in circulated grades may range from $3,000 to $6,000 depending on condition and eye appeal, while uncirculated examples can command $15,000 to $40,000 or more. Exceptional specimens with superb luster and minimal marks have achieved even higher prices at major auctions. Over time, the value of early double eagles has shown steady appreciation, supported by gold content, historical importance, and global demand for rare American coins. For collectors seeking to acquire an 1849 or 1850 double eagle from the Taylor presidency era, careful attention to authenticity and condition is essential. Because these coins are valuable, counterfeits exist, making certification by respected grading services such as PCGS or NGC highly advisable. Collectors should look for strong detail in Liberty's hair and coronet, minimal contact marks in the fields, and original mint luster without signs of harsh cleaning. Purchasing through reputable auction houses or established numismatic dealers reduces risk, and proper storage in climate-controlled environments helps preserve both condition and long-term value. Patience is often required, as high-grade examples do not frequently appear on the market. In conclusion, while no coin directly bearing Zachary Taylor's portrait was minted during 1849 or 1850, The Liberty Head double eagles of his presidency stand among the most important and valuable coins in American numismatics. These gold pieces symbolize the economic transformation brought about by the gold rush and represent the dawn of large-denomination federal gold coinage. Their historical resonance, majestic design, scarcity in high grades, and enduring market strength make them highly appealing to both seasoned collectors and serious investors. For numismatic enthusiasts, owning an 1849 or 1850 double eagle is not merely acquiring a coin, but securing a tangible piece of early American gold era history with lasting prestige and potential for continued appreciation.